It is weird, but yeah, I'm all about Cincinnati though. Like I love watching the Reds, love watching the Bengals. Like that's the hometown team. Like that's
I wouldn't
obviously as
fight
you can
nobody.
see. No, I'm not gonna go punch somebody for being a Pittsburgh fan. I think that's a horrible life choice. I think you're
Yeah.
stupid for it. That's fine. I'll still be your friend. You know.
Yeah.
You've
Of
made plenty of
course.
horrible life choices. I've always stuck with you,
Dozens.
and they're equal to being a Pittsburgh fan. I would say
About the same.
they're about
yeah.
the same.
I would say there's a lot of Pittsburgh fans who are heroin addicts. yeah. Welcome back to This Place Sucks.
Welcome back, buddy.
Hell yeah,
and it's
man.
still sucking now more than
It's
ever.
I'm glad to see you though.
I'm glad to see you.
Always glad to see you.
A glorious Thursday night.
Yeah, it is. It's a Thursday. Usually we'd be up at the Lizard Lounge.
We took a night off.
Took a little hiatus, record a little pod,
Yeah.
get the house in order.
Yeah.
He helped me clean up the backyard and stuff.
By clean up, I blew my back out. My whole ass is still laying out there.
Damn near.
Intestines and all.
We were carrying some heavy shit.
Heavy
dude.
loads.
Heavy loads.
I carried his load. He carried my load.
Well, I've got a fucking...
We got some Milo's teas.
Man, Milo's, dude. Milo and Otis.
Milo and Stitch.
Yeah, but I'm not going to bore you with the details of cleaning up the yard, but we did that. We're wore out. Our backs and butts hurt.
I'm the Lorax. I speak for the broken back.
Yeah.
You know?
I'm the Horax,
I'm
dude.
the lower back.
I'm the lower back, dude. Hell yeah. Welcome back,
Hell
dude.
yeah, dude. Now we're back.
Now
dude.
we're
now
officially
we're
back, dude.
Now we're officially sucking, dude.
Hell yeah. But what'd you get up to this week, man?
Just a little bit of work, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Been watching, been binge watching season 2 of Peacemaker. About finished that up. That's been fun.
I've heard mixed reviews. It sucks nowadays, man, because like obviously, clearly there's like political undertones to that.
Yeah.
But it's like that's the only thing discussed in any media anymore is like, who is it for? Is it for the left or the right?
Nah, that sucks because you should just enjoy it no matter what. There's shit I enjoy that's probably more right leaning that, you know.
I had like 5 or 6 people recommend me that One Battle After Another.
Yeah.
With Leo.
Yeah.
And none of them mentioned anything political. They're just like, yeah, man, it's a good movie. I watched it recently. You should check it out.
Right.
And I was excited to see it. And one of them, shout out Zach, Meat Tray, he hit me up and was like, man, you know, I've been like bored of movies for the last like 2 years. We've talked about it. He's like, nothing's really hit for me. This one, I'm telling you, man, it's the best one I've seen in a couple years. You got to check it out. And he typically does not, like we've discussed at length film, and he doesn't like ham-fisted, overdone, like, you know, political satire. He doesn't like all, you know, when it's made super obvious like most stuff nowadays is. And he said it was good. And then I get online this last week, and I'm just like, there's a lot of right-wing hate reviews of the movie.
Yeah.
Because they're like, oh, it's a liberal wet dream movie. It's a this. I don't know anything about it other than it looks action-packed and Leo's in it and Paul Thomas Anderson directed. But yeah, dude,
that's
sucks.
like some of that shit though, man. Like somebody will make a movie and it'll have a gay character or a trans character or
and now it's
not
woke.
a bunch of white people in it, and they're like, this is a woke movie. And it's like that. If that's not even if politics or any kind of whatever's not the subject matter of the movie, how can it be what you are describing it as? You know, if we have a movie about a bunch of people robbing a train and one of the people that are robbing the train are trans, it's like, this is the woke agenda. I'm like, we're watching a movie about them robbing a train.
That's the real transcontinental railroad. Come on.
Hell yeah. But yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Like, it's crazy that that's what they get upset about.
Because when you have a black Little Mermaid or a black Severus Snape, they're like, quit changing characters, make your own thing. But then when there's an original story,
they're like,
that's got black or gay or trans characters, like, that movie's woke. It's got an agenda. It's a gender. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It just pisses me off.
I hate it.
And also, to be fair, I feel like every artist, whether it's music or comedy or fucking movies and shit, do kind of, a lot of them feel compelled to add political messages to stuff nowadays.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or read in, and then other people read into ones that aren't really even there.
I think it's fine. I think you should just enjoy shit. I don't care what the
Yeah, I genuinely don't care. I like a few things made by right-wing artists.
I mean, there's a lot of movies that I like now, or there's a lot of movies that now people that are in those movies have a completely different view of politics than I do, and I still enjoy watching the movie. I don't know if you can really consider that separating the art from the artist, but I mean, there's plenty of guys that are super conservative now that I watched their movies growing up, and I was like, whatever, this had an effect on my life. I'm not going to let them take that from me. And that's the most punk rock thing you can do, in my opinion, is to still embrace it and still enjoy it, because those people hate your views.
Well, there's movies that are vehement, that like have a very on the nose right wing political message to them, or at least like a very American exceptional political music that I still think are good movies, like The Patriot.
I was literally about to say, I love The Patriot.
Like, overall,
I don't give a fuck about Mel Gibson.
It is a propaganda movie,
but it's fun. Heath Ledger's great.
Mel's at his best in it. Heath Ledger's great. Jeremy Isaacs, or Jason Isaacs? One that plays Malfoy's dad.
Yeah.
I think it's Jason Isaacs.
He's a sick bad guy. He was.
That's his best bad guy.
Yeah.
That dude is evil.
Yeah.
But then you watch it back now, and I'm like, were the British really that evil? Because they make them like as evil as Nazis in that movie. They just love killing people.
I wasn't there.
Yeah, I don't know.
And I don't know. But if I had to go out on a limb, I would say they probably were for that time period, for like what's going on.
Yeah, everybody was kind of more violent.
We're leaving. We're going to start our own thing. Fuck you. I think they were probably
you're gonna betray the king?
They were probably a little upset.
Probably.
They were probably
and I'm not saying they weren't.
They were probably a little
But
mad.
I'm just saying, like, the message is very clear in that movie. And I still like the movie. The scene where Mel Gibson and his sons fucking ambush the British people in the fucking woods, the redcoats, and he hits them with the hatchet and shit.
Oh, the hatchet scene rules.
Badass scene, dude.
I still fuck with Lethal Weapon, another Mel Gibson.
I think, did you ever see Europa?
Yeah.
Lars Van Trier? Like, that's a very right-wing movie. Mm-hmm. That is a very over-the-top version of the mistreatment of German citizens after World War II. It's like a three-parter, obviously, but Europa being the third part. His movie Melancholia is like one of my favorite modern movies. It's really good, really dark, really sad. It's about, I don't know if you haven't seen it, it's got Kirsten Dunst, Alexander Skarsgård. There's a planet, like a Nibiru type planet, an exoplanet it's imminent, it is going to hit the Earth. There's no escaping it. Everybody on the planet knows they're going to die.
What a cool feeling that must be.
And they have a wedding at the end of the world. And so like they're all, you get like some of them ignoring it. Some of them are just like crushed by the weight of impending death. It's a good movie. But he's kind of right-wing, from what I understand. Right. I still like his stuff. Morrissey's right-wing. I like the Smiths. I don't let that shit bother me if the art's good most of the time. But these modern-day right-wingers, dude, if there's even... I mean, I guess they really just kind of hate people of color.
And I'm not trying to fucking be scatterbrained. I was writing some ideas for a film the other day I got to tell you about later.
All right. You got some bullet points? You want me to make another Venn diagram?
Yeah. Just don't let me forget to tell you about it, because it's a banger.
I'm excited.
What else was I talking about? Movies. I had another idea for a movie. It's called Citizen Kane, and it's about the wrestler Kane becoming a politician, but he keeps the gimmick.
Well, dude, you know what's crazy?
He keeps the mask on, and he's running for
awesome.
The gimmick. Yeah,
that is good.
So he is conservative. He's still that dickhead politician, but like he's in the full guard.
I was thinking about that movie right before you walked up.
My parents' house down.
When I was out in the yard,
Citizen
I was
Kane?
thinking about Citizen Kane, yeah.
You love that movie. It's one of your favorite movies ever.
Well, because I had just heard in an interview...
They're doing a remake, woke liberal remake of Citizen Kane.
Caroline of the famous Caroline's Comedy Club in New York was Caroline Hirsch. She was married to the son of William Randolph Hearst, who was the newspaper magnate.
You ever heard that everybody and everything is connected and that's all one big stage? You ever heard about that?
And that's who Kane was based off of. But no, I was going to say this. Isn't it crazy, right, that like people are just now waking up to the fact that like all media is like corporate owned, corporate interests.
Yeah, it is weird.
And they're barely aware of the fact that the internet is also that. Like all the big outlets on the internet are.
They're also not aware that the internet's not real either.
Yeah, but
they really get
the
tore up about that.
Movie ever is literally about how like the first major newspaper was started by a guy who wanted to control the news. I was also, what got me thinking about all of it was your bit about how the news is just a live action newspaper.
Yeah, and it is.
And I was stoned out in the yard doing yard work, lit off my gourd, you know what I mean, in the zone, and I was like, why did they invent the newspaper?
Yeah.
Was there a demand out there where people were like, I need to know the goings-on of my local area?
I would assume.
Or was it invented as a propaganda tool? Was somebody just like, well, let's just give them a daily paper that tells them
I don't know the origins of the newspaper. Chat in the comments if you do.
I'm sure there's a version of it.
I'm assuming if I had to guess, like my best guesstimate on why there was a newspaper is because, like we were talking about the Patriot earlier.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers had to ride horseback for fucking days to deliver messages and shit.
Yeah, they
and
probably
I think the
had
newspaper
like a
was.
newsogram.
It all probably just evolved from. That type shit, you know, and then everybody in every town was like, well, maybe if we had a news source.
That's where my brain hit Citizen Kane, and I was like, well, regardless of how it started, mass media as we know it today was kind of started by that guy.
Yeah.
And what was the agenda? Obviously, by his lambasting in Citizen Kane, it was to control the narrative so that he could run for office and and all of this shit, and it's like...
Right. Man, I really fucked up before we started this, and I don't know why you let me do that.
What?
Because I'm just fucking...
Well, get off the game, dude.
No, I'm high as fuck. You got me stoned, man. I'm not even on the game. I'm just going to pull it up so I can keep tabs on it. So I just mean that, like, I'm listening to you talk, and I was like, God damn, why'd I rip that before we started?
Well, you had a good little spiel there for a minute, dude.
I'm still in it, dude. I'm cool. I'm fucking cool.
But yeah, dude, biggest movie ever. It's about how media is, like, owned and controlled.
I'm glad you like that bit, though. I'm glad you like that bit.
Yeah,
It's a cool bit.
That's killer. That's great.
I keep like that in my repertoire.
Yeah, do a little something with it, dude.
My repertoire.
I might get you on fucking Conan, dude.
Conan O'Brien, dude.
That's not around anymore. By the time, like...
He's like, that's not around anymore.
Well, in the next, couple years, there's probably not going to be any of those
It'll probably be
shows left.
I would assume.
Yeah, but, like, will there be a slot?
Yeah, we'll have one.
Will network TV be doing...
I would assume we'll be streamed somewhere.
Streaming, yeah.
Yeah, well, network TV probably needs to die anyways.
I mean, to an extent, but you know what I mean? Was one of the hurdles for like a goal for stand-up comedians. Like you get a spot on one of the late night shows.
But I mean, everything.
Carson.
I'm not saying that I want it to. I'm just saying that everything runs its course. Every Roman empire, as you would say, falls.
That's
and I think that network television and that kind of stuff is probably what's next on the list. And honestly, like I was seeing like people bitching about MTV going off the air.
Yeah,
I think that what really killed MTV was probably shit like YouTube and like the ability to watch or it's the same with music, really. Like when you've seen like tapes,
about the era where
tapes and CDs and shit, the decline of that because of digital music. It's probably the same for TV. Right, like I mean, if it's much easier for me to just go on the internet and type in whatever music
they got
video,
away from music videos in the early 2000s when people were watching them online.
Yeah.
I
remember watching TRL forever up until TRL stopped being TRL and that was gone, and Headbangers Ball and shit like that. Like I would really just assume that you could probably blame it on the internet, man, and just the ability to.
Well, they have
watch music videos whenever you want.
They have satellite channels that still play music.
What is the point of music videos now, you think? Because people are still making music videos.
I think people still watch them online. I still think
I like a music video.
A good music.
I love
video,
a music video. I love when people are still putting music videos out, and I love finding out that, like, I remember finding out all of the Danzig music videos that I didn't know existed.
Yeah.
Like, for the longest time, I just thought Mother was the only video Danzig ever had.
That's what I was going to say.
And it was
in
really
the
fun.
Era,
Yes, and discovering. Same with AFI.
You would
like, I
look up
thought,
videos.
you know, Silver and Coal was the only music video they had, man.
No,
and then,
dude, I probably had like 50 AFI
Yeah.
videos, all their music videos at the time. But then I also like live videos, and they were all shitty quality.
Which one was the fun trivia time for you, dude? Test your brain. Which one was the Goodfellas video?
Goodfellas.
They did the Goodfellas theme.
Reservoir Dogs?
No. He opens up with "My whole life I always wanted to be in a hardcore band."
Yeah. I thought you meant the album cover.
No. The music video.
Yeah, that's third season, isn't it? Or is that He Who Laughs Last?
He Who Laughs Last. He got it. Yeah, that. Yeah. I remember seeing that one, and I was like, "What the fuck is this?"
Yeah.
You know, because I was still
I found it online.
That was after I obviously we're deep in the Sing the Sorrow era, and this is like this is me discovering older AFI. I'm seeing that video. And then later on, watching Goodfellas and seeing.
Well, that was one I found.
That, you know,
I looked up like AFI music videos on LimeWire, and I think at that time, aside from because "Leaving Song Part 2" was the first single, the first video off that I saw.
Yeah,
and I think it was that. No, I take that back. It might have been "Girls Not Gray," one of those two.
Probably.
But
I remember seeing all
out.
of those after Silver and Cold because that was the first time I'd ever seen AFI, first song I ever heard by AFI, like all of that. And that was a real game changer for me. I've said that before, like in the past, like that was the real game changer. Seeing that video and hearing that song at 3 a.m. on MTV After Hours. Shout out MTV, honestly, like it really did.
Leaving Song for me
change my life. You know,
I looked up and they had, aside from that, you could find the Days of the Phoenix video, the Total Immortal video, He Who Laughs Last, and third season. Were like the ones I remember being able to download on LimeWire.
You know, the Misfits, the real Misfits, you know, they had an official music video for a song.
Which one?
Brain Eaters, man.
Not, you know, when Danzig was
when Danzig was they had an actual, and I'm pretty sure, to my knowledge, I think that is the only Misfits music video is Brain Eaters, that's, you know, with Danzig.
There's only a handful of decent live videos, like any good footage of them out there, you know what I mean?
Yeah, footage-wise, fine, audio's always ass. I mean, I've seen a couple that were good, obviously, but most of them are pretty dog shit. And that wasn't a thing at the time. Yeah,
and
I got
still kind of are. Live videos are hard.
I got the DVD. I need to let you borrow one night, man. I've got the Stardust Ballroom show. Sam Hain. I think it's 1986, maybe. Quality's sick. Glenn plays the literal axe guitar, like with the big axe.
The shacks.
Yeah, he plays that. Does Archangel. It's the whole DVD's sick as fuck, man. It's good fucking quality. Audio's great. Like, it's good, man.
Hell yeah, man. He's got a hell of a widow's peak, man.
Yeah, dude.
He's really good.
He's wild. He's just an insane looking individual.
Yeah,
when I really stare at those two dudes, I'm like, Jesus Christ, bro, what are they doing?
Anytime I see a picture of the fucking Doyle, man, and fucking
being 60 years old and looking like that,
and fucking Jerry.
Yeah.
Without any of their shit on, I'm like, damn, dude, these are just a couple of
somebody's dad.
Fucking Italian grandfathers.
Yeah,
man.
dude. This is somebody's grandpa, you know.
Yeah,
kind of cool. I like seeing Jerry, and he'll have like a baseball hat on, and he's got a cut off Captain America shirt and sweatpants, and he's just like fucking.
You also forget that all those dudes are like comic book nerds.
Yeah.
That was kind of the fuel for the fire in a lot of ways.
Yeah, seeing young Glenn in that leather jacket reading Wolverine comic, and they're like, "What are you reading, Glenn?" He's like, "Wolverine." He's
this
like, "Looks
actually super dark."
Yeah,
gets a skeleton ripped out
just badass. And he always shits on like. He's like, "Look, dude, I don't like fucking superheroes. I don't like none of that goofy shit. I don't like Superman. I don't like Batman." And like, anytime you see he's always wearing a Wolverine shirt, he's always wearing Wolverine. Yeah, I like the fucking X-Men, you fucking dumbass.
And werewolves.
And fucking werewolves. Ah, god damn, I love him, dude.
This is where we're going to bring in the gargoyles for the sacrifice.
I don't make them like that no more, man.
Is there any way we can get the blood to run up the walls?
Up the walls. Speaking of, so breaking news today, I'm going to take a moment here. Ace Frehley died. And a lot of people that know me on a personal level know I'm a big Kiss fan. Kiss is one of my all-time faves, but mostly because of Ace. And I got a little emotional earlier because me and my dad went and seen Ace Frehley and my mother for my birthday this year. And it was sick as fuck seeing him. See, he could still fucking kill the guitar. It was amazing. So when I heard he died today, I was very upset, man. So,
and I wasn't ever a Kiss fan, but as a guitar player,
yeah,
you know what I mean. He's up, you know, he's one of the guys.
It's like Pantera, you know. You respect Dime and not,
guy,
but you love Dime, you know.
Dime shreds. Yeah. It's a lot of like, you know, good musicians.
It's like his biggest influence was Ace.
In bands,
he's a big fan of Kiss. Him and Vinny both. They were big fans of Kiss, and it's crazy.
That makes sense.
It's like listening to.
They love whittly, whittly, whittly.
It's crazy listening to. Some examples. Hearing Jonathan Davis say that his biggest inspiration was Duran Duran.
I would have guessed Scatman Crothers.
Hearing somebody like Dime and Vinny talk about how big Kiss was influence on them. Like it's cool. Like hearing that kind of because I love Duran Duran. I love Kiss.
Yeah.
It's cool hearing people
Randy
say,
Blythe talking about Bad Brains.
Yeah, shit like that. Yeah. And then you listen to the music that they make, and you're like, holy fuck.
Yeah.
What happened? That's crazy,
yeah.
brother. What'd you get into, you know?
I remember getting into Mastodon because I was watching MTV2, and I saw a guy just in like a quick little interview before the video started. I think it was for Blood and Thunder, but they were interviewing the band. I didn't know who it was at the time.
Yeah.
I was like, you got to check out the Mars Volta, man. Their album is sick. Because he gets asked, like, what's a music recommendation right now you got? And then that song starts. I'm like, damn, they don't sound like the Mars Volta at all, but they're tight as fuck.
I'll tell you how I got into Mastodon, dude. I was wearing a Hardy Boys t-shirt
to
school. And it's a fun story. It had the HB logo on with like a lightning bolt. It was like purple and red. It was just a sick fucking shirt. And this kid in class, and I'll say his name, dude. Shout out to Caleb Duggins because he got me into Mastodon, and they became one of my favorite bands. But I remember I was his senior year of high school. I was wearing this Hardy Boys shirt. And he come up and he was like, hey, man, is that a Mastodon shirt? And I thought Mastodon was like, number one, I thought they were ass.
I thought that would be dumb.
I thought the way he said it was that he was making fun of me for being a fan of this Mastodon band, and I'd never even heard of them. So when he said that, I immediately turned around and said, no, suck my dick. It's a Hardy Boys shirt, dude. Fuck extreme. And Mr. Mahoney kicked me out of class, dude, sent me to the office, wrote me up. And I was so mad. And I was mad for a multitude of things. Number one, that somebody mistook a Hardy Boys shirt. Like, no, you're wrestling, idiot.
Yeah.
Number two, that somebody thought that I listened to some jerk-off band called Mastodon. Then I heard Blood and Thunder, real game changer. And I was like, oh, man, this band fucking rules, dude. I've seen them twice now. Like,
hey, quick side note, speaking of lightning bolts, did you see the Taylor Swift?
Where are you going with this?
Did you see the Taylor Swift SS bolt necklace?
No, pull it up.
This is crazy. So I'm not gonna speculate, but
what's she getting into?
She has a song off the new album called Opalite, and she released an Opalite necklace, right? And in the song, she says something about dancing through the lightning strikes. So the necklace.
Oh no!
Hold on, man. I'm gonna fucking stab somebody to death over this goddamn autocorrect bullshit, dude. On the Lord. So she's like, I'm going to release a necklace with lightning bolts.
That's not her brightest moment.
And I'm just saying, so the necklace, here's the speculation around it. Now, I'm not a Taylor Swift hater by any means, but I just haven't kept up with her recent years either way, so I'm not, you know what I mean? But the speculation is that song, she's shit talking Travis's ex, his black ex, because in the chorus she was like, you used to live in the black of night, but now you've got the whitest skies, or some shit like that.
That's a deep conspiracy.
Paraphrasing. And then she releases this opalite necklace with these S's that fucking look it up on Google. I'm not gonna edit them in, dude. I don't have that kind of time. But they go down the side of the necklace, and there's 4 on each side, so it looks like 4 sets of SS bolts.
That's crazy.
And then the little opalite is it looks the cross is it's not an iron cross, but it's like it's one of those crosses that isn't a racist symbol, but some of them have commandeered it like Norse runes.
That's
going
to be crazy when she drops down with the black sun on it, dude.
But she's lib, I've always felt like.
Yeah,
she's pretty
super
lib,
yeah.
dude.
That is kind of wild.
And I feel like the Kelsey brothers are lib.
And they are, yeah, super lib, yeah.
So if they take a turn, dude, and jump on the propaganda machine, I'm going to be mad.
That's crazy.
But I just
Taylor
don't see
would.
it. I just don't.
No, there's no way she would alienate a fan base like
why
that.
Would
anyways.
she need to?
No,
they've got nothing to offer her. She's one of the only quote unquote. I mean, to the closest you can be a self-made billionaire, she's the closest. Most of her money is made off of her artwork. Now, did she have a huge start from coming from a wealthy family and yada yada yada? For sure.
She was Jeff Jarrett's kid's babysitter.
Yeah,
the wrestler
crazy?
Jeff Jarrett.
Yeah,
she was the she was the babysitter. Yeah, and would still hang out after she blew up.
The worst thing about like any privilege she would have had is that when she started out, her dad had all the money, she financed studio time and lessons, and then when the first album came out, bought up a shitload of copies so that it would chart on the local stations. And
she also re-releases all her albums, too, to stay on the top charts and push other people down.
Yeah, that is a thing people say about her.
Yeah.
But she also, the argument against that is she's just releasing her versions of everything.
Yeah, because
so
she bought her
masters
back. Yeah, and I get that. I definitely see what she's doing. I also see how it does hurt other artists as well.
Yeah,
but
sure.
honestly, if you're not good enough to compete, you're not good enough to compete, dude. I mean, that's the goal. If you want to be the best at what you're doing, that's
the biggest.
She is the competition, and she is the best. And I like Taylor. I don't really have anything against her.
But who would have thought? Remember when she started tiptoeing into pop?
Yeah. I would have never.
It seemed like it.
And
didn't
honestly,
fit,
she is
and
the
now,
blueprint for that. Like now, if you look back, like it does. It makes sense. It tracks.
Yeah, for sure.
And before I forget too, because that's why I was laughing earlier when you were talking about that. I got a text message. Number one, shout out Front Me Till Friday, our sister podcast up on the East Coast in New York.
Yeah.
Jake Morris is a bitch, dude. Fuck the Pittsburgh Steelers, man. You guys are going fucking down. Who they, bitch?
Has the game started?
Yeah, it
yet?
started. That's why they scored. That's
who
why
got kicked. Who's ball?
Pittsburgh's up 7-0. Bengals have the ball at the moment.
They already scored.
Yes.
In the first 15 minutes of the game.
Yes.
That's not that crazy.
No,
that's a whole quarter.
Yeah, it's
I
fine,
guess.
dude.
How much time is actually left in the quarter, though?
Oh, there's still
12
8.
minutes.
There's still 8 minutes left in the first quarter.
So they scored in the first 6 minutes of the game.
Yeah.
How many minutes is it? 15
minutes. Yeah, it's fine, dude. We're all's well, man.
Remember.
But yeah, he's immediately texted me and said, "Today I'm not your friend. Go Steelers. Fuck you." And I said, "That's fine, dude. I know you's a bitch."
I always get perplexed when people who have like no connection to a team is like, "Oh, that's my team to ride or die for."
Yeah,
I mean, if you got like some kind of a connection.
His stepdad was a big Steelers fan.
Was
I'm pretty
he?
Sure, and he said
he's told us that.
Yeah, or something. And he said that he grew up spending time watching the game. That's fair. That's how I became a Texas Longhorns fan. I used to watch them when I was a kid with my dad, and that's how we bonded, was over football. And even though my dad's a pretty solid Wildcats fan, he loves Kentucky. We used to enjoy watching Texas games, and that was how I got into football. And I've always been a big fan because of that, because I had that time with him as a kid. So I get that kind of shit. Like, that resonates. Because people say that shit about me, too. They're like, dude, why the fuck would you like Texas? And I'm like, well, funny story, bitch. Me and my daddy used to watch him when I was a young boy.
I mean, that's fine.
But yeah, it is weird. But yeah, I'm all about Cincinnati, though. Like, I love watching the Reds, love watching the Bengals. Like, that's the hometown team. Like, that's obviously, as you can see. No, I'm not gonna go punch somebody for being a Pittsburgh fan. I think that's a horrible life choice. I think you're stupid for it. That's fine. I'll still be your friend. You know.
Yeah.
You've
Of
made plenty of
course.
horrible life choices. I've always stuck with you.
Dozens.
And they're equal to being a Pittsburgh fan, I would say.
About the same.
They're about
yeah.
the same.
I would say there's a lot of Pittsburgh fans who are heroin addicts. Yeah.
Would Gillis have that bit about his sister?
Yeah.
And they take her to they do like the fucking what's the thing when they corner your whole family and tell you
the
an intervention. And
yeah.
she showed up in fucking dirty fucking Pittsburgh pajama pants and fucking that's fantastic, dude. It's a great bit.
What are you doing there?
That's a cat.
Hey, don't let a cat in here.
What do you mean? It's the cat
We're
coming.
recording.
Oh, hell yeah, dude. This is great. You guys are really getting to
it.
see something special here. Anna's having a crash out because she can't find her peanut butter.
I have no
and
idea.
he's clearly done something with it by the look on his
hides
face.
it. She probably doesn't remember.
Say hi to the camera, Anna.
Get this
Say
cat
hi.
out of
Get
here.
that cat
She'll
and
knock
say
the
hi.
camera. She's literally.
This
Look,
is our producer.
Get out. See?
This is our producer, Anna. Go ahead and pull that up. That's dirty underwear,
bring it down
dude.
Later. I was folding clothes.
Hey, bye.
It's a
She's
dishcloth.
definitely not getting fed tonight.
No. I was gonna buy her.
We're gonna
some
buy her
fucking
dinner.
taco
She's
meat.
not
God
getting-
damn, dude, this cat's retarded.
That's crazy that you
Knocked
like
it
to say
way
that
over.
word. That's fine, dude. I get it. I ain't politically correct either, bad boy.
I'll bleep it out.
That was fun. That's the kind of shit we need to happen on the show. It keeps the
I'll
viewers
bleep
on
it
their-
out.
No, you can't ruin that whole fun bit like that.
No, I'm gonna bleep out the slur you just said a minute
Oh
ago.
no, you said it. They heard you say
Well, the
it.
bleep will just blur it all out.
It's
Nobody
gonna
will
sound
know.
like you're like the bleep's gonna be in your accent. It's gonna be like bleep.
The bleep.
Recently restarted watching True Detective to get ready for the New Orleans trip.
Yeah.
That's been fun. Really just trying to I'm trying to see if there's anything because each time I rewatch it, there's shit I've missed, you know. And I like to go back. I'm one of those people. I like to rewatch a show to see if there's anything that I've missed. And so far, nothing. So far, everything So that's cool. Watching that, and like I said earlier, Peacemaker, trying to finish that up and bouncing back between the two. That's pretty much taking up all my time. It's a good balance, a new show and an old show. Because sometimes I get down on myself for, that's like my hyperfixation. I like to watch older shit I've watched 100 times. It's like a comfort type thing.
Yeah.
So it's nice to be able to do it and integrate a newer show with it, you know. So I'm still kind of up to date on things, if that makes sense. Maybe I'm just stupid. I don't know. Man.
The only thing I watched recently was Bring Her Back.
Did you like it?
I thought it was gonna suck, dude. I was so mad when she was like, please watch it with me, please. I told her for the last 6 months she's been talking about it. I do not want to see that movie.
How good was it?
looks
Scale of
fucking
1 to 10
stupid.
on a real note, just your honest opinion, scale of 1 to 10, what did you think? I haven't seen it, but
I'm
I
not
do
gonna
want
do
I
a scale of 1 to 10, but I'll say that
you can do a scale of 1 to 10. I don't think that's lame to do a scale of 1 to 10. I just how you enjoyed it.
Because there's variables. If I hadn't have thought anything about the movie going into it, it would be like a 7.
Okay.
But considering the drastic difference in how much I thought it was going to suck and how good it actually was, I give it like an 8.2.
Okay, that makes sense.
It was good,
after
fun.
hearing both of those ratings, I would definitely be more inclined to see it now. Because I remember you saying you did not want to see it last time I was here, and she wanted to
It's
watch
definitely
it, so.
worth seeing. There were several things I didn't know going into it. I just knew it was somebody's kid died and they were
Yeah, I've seen the trailer
trying to
for
bring
it.
him back.
Yeah,
And I've watched
I've seen
10
Pet
movies
Cemetery.
like
I know
that.
how this
Yeah.
plays out. You know, sour ground and all.
So
Sometimes
I didn't
dead
know
is
it was
better.
A24, and I didn't know it was Australian.
And that does play a difference when it's A24 in an international film like that.
Doesn't it?
It really does, man. It does.
But very well acted, man. The movie was great. All you know, I enjoyed it. Like I said, it wasn't. Anna said that it beats Hereditary for her. I disagree, but I do think as far as like modern horror movies, that they're 1 out of about 5 for me.
Well, usually the last few weeks of October is when I really start. Because I watch shit all year round. I don't really need a month to tell me when to watch horror. You know me, I'm a horror fanatic. So usually the last few weeks of October, I will get into gear and I'll work in the classics, the Halloweens and all that shit. But I do try to watch some newer stuff at the time as it's come out. That is on my to-do list. The new,
You'll like it. It's good. There's a demonic element.
I Know What You Did Last Summer just dropped on Netflix as well, and
I'll probably watch that.
on my to-do list. We might get around to that tonight. We ain't doing nothing after we record another episode. I got nothing going on tomorrow, so I'll probably stay up late. I don't know if you work tomorrow.
Sounds good to me. No.
Okay. So yeah, I want to see that just because I heard Jennifer Love Hewitt. I mean, I know she's in it, but when I'd heard that she was coming back and Freddie, I said, well, hell, dude, I'll give that a shot. I like those movies.
Those are great, dude.
Still to this day.
And Scream are the two bangers from.
If you talk about the Mount Rushmore of 90s horror, for me, is Halloween H2O.
Yeah. Yes.
I Know What You Did Last Summer.
Yes.
Scream.
Yeah. And 1 and 2 of both of those.
What, Scream?
And I Know What You Did
Last Summer.
Yes.
And
then both in our
and then number
era.
4, it's kind of hard to, on that 4th spot. You put a lot of shit. You could put The Craft. You could put, I think The Faculty.
Ooh,
because that is 1999. That's a 90s,
movies.
yes.
That's one of my favorite.
That's probably my 4. But I think that the intro to I Know What You Did Last Summer with Typo Negative's cover of Summer Breeze playing, that boom, 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 boom,
and dude, it's so
in the fucking ocean and shit. Yeah, dude, you've got Sarah Michelle Gellar, Ryan Phillippe,
Elijah Wood, Jon Stewart.
Whoa, we're talking about The Faculty.
I'm talking about The Faculty.
Oh yeah. Pause. The Faculty, yes. Jon Stewart. Yes.
Jon Stewart, Elijah Wood. What's the Terminator?
That was crazy. We're just naming off casts for 2 different fucking movies, bro. And they're both star-studded casts. That's fucking nuts.
All of those are. Mm-hmm. All of those.
90s horror is fun, dude. Like, 90s horror really is legit.
Well, a lot of horror haters would be surprised to see. And 80s horror is
star-studded as well, too. They just didn't know it at the time.
Well, that's what I was going to say. A lot of people would be surprised that a lot of their favorite stars got their start in horror movies. You know what I mean? Horror movies
fucking rule.
It is a vehicle to blow you up.
Yeah, I try to tell people. They don't want to listen to me, man. But yeah, definitely if you're in the mood for some Halloween shit, watch you some good 90s horror films, man. Like, they really do have some good shit. But yeah, I Know What You Did Last Summer's on my to-do list, just because I do enjoy those 2 movies a lot, man.
Yeah, those are all great. Yeah, I enjoy all those. I like Pumpkinhead from the 90s.
Yeah.
That's a 90s movie.
I think. It's either late 80s, early 90s, something like that.
That's a terrifying one. Wes Craven's New Nightmare.
You know, a funny thing.
It might have been like 2000, 2001.
We're talking about, that's Robert Englund's favorite at all of them is Wes Craven's New Nightmare.
My second favorite.
They say that Jason Takes Manhattan is the most 80s of all of the Friday the 13th movies because it came out in 89. I would like to think that The Faculty is one of the most 90s horror movies of all time because it comes out in 1999, like that kind of.
Dude, the vibe.
I'm pretty sure. I gotta. See, and we need a fucking producer, dude, because I need to know these things.
It is very 90s coded, dude.
The Faculty.
Go ahead and pull it up, man.
I'm gonna look.
Josh Hartnett.
What year are you saying?
For The Faculty?
Yeah.
I thought it was 99
It's
as well.
98.
98.
So it's even more 90s than we thought.
Damn. Oh, dude, another great 90s horror movie that's getting a revamp. 13 Ghosts.
Yeah, I seen that. They're doing a television show.
A show where each ghost is going to get their own
episode.
Arc.
Yeah, that's kind of neat, dude.
So
they should have Matthew Lillard as the narrator.
Or something. Yeah. It'd
be
cool if he was also a ghost.
Yeah.
Like, at some point, he shows up as a ghost. Yeah. Maybe good, maybe evil. Who knows, man?
Well, I like when they do that. Like, when they did the Many Saints of New York, they had, what's his face? Michael Imperioli.
Yeah.
Is that how you say his last name?
Yeah, Imperioli. Yeah.
Christopher is the narrator, and I thought that was
neat.
Moltisanti.
Yeah.
Hey, yo,
you gotta
T.
do that sometimes, man. You gotta have that.
Yo, T. Yeah, I definitely I challenge you to go watch some of those. Those are good 90s. Good
Yeah,
90s
I mean,
flicks.
great era of horror movies.
What
man.
a era. It's a nice. Let me give you a nice double feature with Sarah Michelle Gellar and Ryan Phillippe. You got to watch Cruel Intentions and I Know What You Did Last Summer.
Yeah.
That's the plot. Those two, just the chemistry, that is the plot. Cruel Intentions is a game changer.
That was also the peak of
movie,
celebrity.
Dude. It's the peak of fucking civilization.
That was when
dude.
celebrities were hot, they were cool, they were mysterious.
Two step siblings betting over what hole they're gonna put it in.
That weird movie, dude.
And a Jaguar Roadster and Salma Hayek's here. Was it Salma Hayek
Reese
or Selma
Witherspoon,
Blair?
Selma Blair.
Selma Hayek's in From Dusk Till Dawn,
Yeah.
shoving her foot in QT's mouth.
Yeah.
Selma Blair's cute as hell.
Now, here's the thing about this movie. You know, we're actually going to need you to put your foot in my mouth.
Yeah, I wrote a scene
and
where
you
you
liquor down your leg. Okay,
Yeah.
it's gonna go in my mouth.
Yeah,
That's
wild
like
guy.
Quentin Tarantino.
I wonder how old Selma Blair was in Cruel Intentions. Now that I said she looked cute in that movie, now I feel weird.
I don't know. They were putting 20-somethings to play
Yeah, I
teenage.
think
That was like a
it's
trope
fine.
in 90s
I think
movies.
that's fair.
That's one of the things they make fun of in like Scary Movie is the fact that all the
everybody's
90s
old, yeah.
teenagers are
Yeah.
actually in their 20s
Selma
now.
Blair's not in good shape. She's got ALS, I'm pretty sure.
MS.
Oh.
Yeah, she's got MS, and she's also a MAGA.
Is she?
Yeah, she's
Well,
a
that
MAGA.
makes sense.
It's a
She's
shame
got
'cause
some
she's
type
gorgeous.
of debilitating
Yeah.
disease, and she's a MAGA.
She's got a monkey scrotum, dude, and she's bragging about it.
That's crazy, dude. I
There's
like
a little gem of a movie with her, Christina Applegate, and Diaz, Cameron Diaz, called The Sweetest Thing. It's like it was at the height of like early 2000s raunchy comedies, and it was like the raunchy comedy made for women.
Yeah.
So they're out there getting dick, they're out there getting into mischief, dude. It's a very horny movie. I remember watching it when I was like 12 and being like, I shouldn't be allowed.
Yeah.
I shouldn't be allowed to see this,
Yeah.
Mom.
Yeah. I want to start doing a head-to-head type thing on this show where I give you two things, gun to your head. You have to pick which one of the two.
Should we involve a real gun?
Yes, I've brought it with me, as a
Hell
matter
yeah.
of fact.
YouTube would lose their mind.
Cruel Intentions or The Wild Things?
Wild Things. I love Cruel Intentions, but
Wild Things. it
very
is.
erotic movies.
It's a great wild man. That's one of them that like is in my head. I was like, dude, I don't know what I would pick.
I probably
Because I fucking love both of those movies a
10,
lot.
11-year-old me probably beat it to the VHS cover. of Wild Things, dude.
Yeah,
Of
dude.
them in the pool.
You have Nev and who was the other? What's the other chick's
Um,
name? Denise Richards.
Denise
Yeah,
Richards, yeah.
That's God, that's a hard one to pick. I think Wild Things is.
I'd have let those two fold me in half,
I don't know if I
brother.
want to say it's a better, but man, that's.
No, Cruel Intentions is probably a better movie, but
I think my favorite of the two, I'd have to go with Cruel Intentions, but I do think Wild Things is better.
okay. I got two for you, dude.
I got one for you.
What's the mysterious Mr. Ripley? Did you ever see that one?
Yeah.
Or what's the one with Dustin Hoffman where he's like,
Stroll
"Are you
Dogs.
seducing me, Mrs. Robinson?" The Graduate.
The Graduate. Oh man.
Different eras, but you know
yeah.
what I mean.
I'm
I'm talking eroticism.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Damn. That's tough. That's as hard as a boner, dude.
Now, in a lot of ways, would you say that Saltburn is the Gen Z Cruel Intentions?
That's fucking fantastic. Okay, here's one for you: Saltburn or The Barbarian.
Oh, Barbarian.
Barbarian?
I liked Saltburn, dude, but
I think Barbarian for myself as well. Dude.
I'll never
I've
watch
lost
that boy
my fucking lid,
suck
dude.
cum out of a bathroom. Dude. Dude.
I'll never watch Saltburn again.
No.
I'll watch The Barbarian again.
It was good. Too erotic.
It was good. Yeah. It was. Yeah. Barbarian's too erotic.
Yeah.
That nipple.
Yeah, dude, them hanging danglers,
that
dude.
hanging fruit with the hair
Those
on
fucking
it.
milk bag stranglers. What we got going on over there, man? Give me some good news. I fucking see it from
good
here.
news.
Just be
it's
quiet.
It's 7-0 still. That's better than bad news. We're all right, dude. It's okay.
Nah, I'm over it, man.
Yeah, we'll watch the rest of it later, son, and you'll tell by our moods when you see the next episode
I will
what
beat
happened.
the fucking shit out of Joe Flacco, dude. If he fucks this up.
I know, and he looks so cool too. Like he shows up to the stadium just wearing a hoodie and he hasn't shaved, and he's just
Yeah, dude.
looks like somebody's dad because he has 5 kids.
He looks
and
like a problem.
I love
want
him,
to
dude.
exhibit
I love him,
problematic behaviors
yeah.
on the field.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's
That's
the
all I want.
Icy Hot Bowl tonight. If you guys didn't know, it's Aaron Rodgers
And
and the
this is what's
Pittsburgh.
fucked up football, dude. It wasn't the kneeling. It's the Icy Hot Bowl
It's
and fucking
crazy.
Jimmy John's Stadium
It's
and the
crazy.
Waka Flocka Flame Broiled
It's
Whopper.
crazy that in this timeline we have the oldest match ever. We have 41-year-old Aaron Rodgers and 40-year-old Joe Flacco. Joe Flacco leading the Bengals, Aaron Rodgers leading the Steelers. What timeline what has the Large Particle Hadron Collider done to us, brother? That these two guys are leading these respected franchises and not the Ravens and the Packers. Like, the 2009 mind could not comprehend this conversation. It would explode. So yes, thus giving us the Icy Hot Bowl.
I think
the
it's,
two oldest quarterbacks there. A combined age of 81 years old.
You know what's
They're going to
crazy
die
is,
out
like,
there. Joe
all the
especially.
Old athletes back in the all the athletes back in the day were like older, and then forever it was just like young guys. But
Yeah.
now,
Yeah.
thanks to modern science,
Yeah.
old guys can still play ball.
I mean, Jesus Christ, dude. Tom Brady was well into his 40s, still winning Super Bowls. Didn't look like he was any different. And here's one thing I'll say about Tom Brady. You can love him, hate him, disagree with his politics, whatever, dude. He kissed his son on the mouth. That was kind of odd. But maybe we shouldn't sexualize that. I don't know. I like Tommy
man.
B. I think he's probably a good dad. I think he's probably pretty cool. And I think the internet's probably just full of weirdos that are looking at that in a weird way.
No.
But-
it's weird. I just don't think it's sexual.
Yeah, there
You
you
know
go.
what I mean?
That's a fair statement. It's
Yeah.
weird, but it's not sexual. Don't make it sexual or you're weird.
Yeah, it's like, oh, your dad took the door off the hinges. Doesn't want you to have a door on your room. That's weird.
Yeah.
It's not sexual.
Cool. Exactly.
Not because he's trying to watch you
Yeah.
jerk off.
Yeah, exactly. Tom Brady really is the GOAT because he still played when football was still quote-unquote football,
Yeah.
and he also played in today's standards as well and dominated both.
Well, he kept he kept healthy, man.
Yeah, he
He
took
was
care of
able-
himself. You can't be mad at him for taking care of himself, dude.
Yeah.
And if you want to say it was the Patriot way, if you want to say it was Bill Belichick, well, I have news for you. He left and went to Tampa and did the same fucking thing and won a fucking Super Bowl there with the Buccaneers.
Yeah.
All right, dude, shut the fuck up.
But then he
Tom's
lost
goated.
his wife.
Then he did, man. He sacrificed it all, dude.
Yeah.
He lived long
For
enough
one
to see himself become a villain. He lost his Giselle, dude.
Yeah.
He lost his Giselle.
Yeah.
And that's crazy, bro.
That is a
Now
shame.
he's out here hanging out with Sydney Sweeney,
Yeah.
which kind of a weird take, but
In a lot of ways, Euphoria is the Gen Z Boy Meets World. It's actually closer to Degrassi.
yeah, probably more of a
Yeah.
Degrassi.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They both go there.
they do.
They definitely go there.
I like Euphoria, man. Euphoria was fun.
I've never seen it, but
You would dig it. I think it's one of those things that you would like, and you would be like, oh, well, this I could see why people care about this.
that
it's one of
Hunter
those-
Schafer is,
I would.
how old's Hunter Schafer?
I don't know. That's what I would say about you watching it.
They're a
You
great
would
actor.
watch it and say, you probably wouldn't say, oh, I loved it, it's the greatest thing ever, but you would watch it and say, oh, well, I definitely get why people give a fuck about it. You know what I mean?
I know a lot of like people were talking about like, oh, this is what high school's like, and I was like,
No,
wasn't
absolutely
for me,
not,
dude.
dude. If that's what your high school was like, dude, your parents suck. Okay,
Okay, she's 26. Hunter Schafer's hot as fuck.
no, that's crazy work, dude.
She really should have been Zelda in that movie.
He really shouldn't have said that.
Oh, she's 26. It's fine.
Anyways,
I want to see that horror movie that she was just in. The name of it's slipping me right now, but that looked good. Cuckoo.
Yeah. I haven't watched Cuckoo. That trailer did look good though, man.
That looked good. There's a few horror movies out I want to see right now.
Yeah.
That are coming out, or you know what I mean. The Zach that made fucking Kreger. He's doing a Resident Evil.
Yeah, I'm excited for that. That'll be cool.
And he's got another project.
Yeah.
I think.
The last Resident Evil was fun because it was not, we're not still telling the Mila Djokovic fucking storyline of bullshit.
Yeah.
Like, the last Resident Evil was
Which I like those movies.
Yeah,
I didn't
they're
know
fine.
everybody hated them back
No, they're
in the day.
fine. I
thought they were.
don't dislike them.
What's the big...
I like the new one.
The one with cannons, Nemesis.
Yeah.
That Nemesis in the movie was scary as fuck. Dude.
Yeah.
That terrified me as a child.
Yeah. I like the scoring too. The scoring for the original Resident Evil was fun.
I liked how they used
that theme was cool. And
1
then,
out of 12 system.
Yeah.
To score.
Yeah.
Okay.
I see what you did there, dude.
Right.
It was funny.
Welcome.
I like that they used the Slipknot song "My Plague," because it really is a plague. Thought that's neat marketing.
That's cute.
That's cute.
That is cute.
There was something about her in that skirt and jacket, roundhouse kicking a dog in the face that really got it for me when I was a lad.
A demon dog.
A hellhound.
A hellhound.
A hellhound. Just they're both jumping, and she's like, "I got fucking boots on, dude. I can kick."
What about Underworld, bro?
Underworld's fun.
Underworld with Kate Beckinsale.
Yeah, Kate Beckinsale's
cool.
cool.
That scene where she shoots the
fun.
ground out from underneath her, so she falls through.
Yeah,
badass.
I got the box set of all of them. I was like, it was a Black Friday deal. It was like $10.
What's the third one called?
There's like 6 of them, dude.
Is there that
and
many?
Kate's in all of them, bro.
No shit, man.
And she milked her dry, babe. And then I tell you what, and they made the last one. They made the last one, and that was it. And that was 2016. It was 10 years ago.
Damn.
And she
I
didn't
only
do
ever
anymore,
saw the first 2, maybe 3.
Yeah.
Where they went to war with the werewolves.
Yeah, the Lycans.
Yeah, the Lycans.
Rise of the Lycans.
Which I always thought was just like a moss.
Funny story about werewolves and zombies and vampires and shit. So while I was on the trip to the G-Berg, was a little inebriated, a little under the influence of some things, and ended up in the theater room. Me and my cousin, we were watching Twilight, and Jeff was also watching Twilight with us. And at one point, Jeff stood up in the middle of the theater room while we were all watching Twilight, and he says, "This movie fucking sucks, and I always thought it sucked, but I never watched it because I just assumed everybody." And people really are right. This is dog shit. And I told him, I'm like, yes, you are right. The first Twilight is dog shit. By the time you get to Breaking Dawn Part 2, though,
those are the only good ones.
Cinema.
Breaking Dawn's the movie. Now, I read the
badass
books.
Yeah, Stephanie Meyer, shout out, dude.
They were fine.
My Chemical Romance.
But
9/11 Effect. Yeah, I get it. But he is right. The first Twilight is dog shit. They progressively got better to an small extent.
I think they got worse and then Breaking Dawn ended up.
No, there's no way, dude. That first one is the worst thing I've ever watched in my fucking life, dude.
Brother, Eclipse is. Go back and watch Eclipse. There's a scene where the werewolf boy walks up in a leather jacket, and there's like fucking. Tim the Toolman Taylor type of rock music playing. You know when like Tool Time would come back on and be like,
yeah. I get it. Yeah, New Moon was better than Eclipse and Twilight. Though.
Yeah, that's
that's why I mean it gradually
it jumped around a bit.
Yeah, but Breaking Dawn 1 and 2 are fantastic. Breaking Dawn 2 especially.
I was dating a Twilight head. She wanted to go see the movies.
Yeah.
When the first preview dropped 6 months prior, so I was like, all right, I need to read the books. Got them, read them all in like a week because they were decent.
Yeah.
For me being
they're not bad
18
books,
at the time. Go see the first movie, dog shit. But then like a month later, DVDs used to take 6, 7, 8 months. Movies used to stay in theaters for like 6 months to a year and then come out on DVD.
Yeah.
Like months after they left theaters.
Yeah.
It was a big wait. Whenever it came out on DVD, Ramsey bought it, and me, him, David, and Doug smoked 2 joints, which I was at this point a month into like regularly smoking weed.
So you were
I
pretty
was
fucking
still
ripped,
getting
yeah.
high
And
as
you Twilight was a masterpiece
watched-
while you were
no.
high. Oh no, it was the other way. You
the
thought
funniest movie I'd
Oh,
ever
yeah,
seen because the
yeah.
acting just seemed so bad, and we
It's-
also had the volume down, and we were like laughing
Yeah.
over it, so you couldn't hear
it's
a lot
crazy
of
how
the music.
Pattinson is a great fucking actor.
Pattinson fucking rules, dude.
And
The
it's
Lighthouse
Waters
is
for
one of my favorite
Elephants,
movies.
The
Yeah, Water for
Lighthouse,
Elephants is good.
The Batman. Dude,
what's that
his-
movie where he plays Dolly?
Yeah,
he's a great actor.
yeah,
man.
he's
he really
fun,
jerks
dude, yeah.
off in that movie.
Yeah,
I don't know
it's
if you ever seen it, but
yeah,
he busted
it's
a real nut.
crazy how Twilight was such dog shit, man.
Yeah,
because it is laughable watching it now.
Well, it was directed too by the chick who directed that movie 13. Do you remember that movie 13?
Yeah.
That was huge when we
Yeah,
were like 13 or 14.
Yeah, yeah.
And all the girls in our
Yeah.
friend group loved that movie and started huffing air duster and shit. Remember that?
Yeah,
and
good on them.
and actually rest in peace to a couple of them, and
Yeah,
and free my homie to a couple of them.
yeah.
Because several, I think 13 and the episode of Degrassi where Ellie was cutting herself
Yeah,
actually
that really,
ruined the lives
yeah.
of several girls I was friends with back then.
It's a big influence on them.
Really, they all started like wanting to party and do fucked up shit because of 13.
Yeah.
And then at least 2 girls I knew started cutting themselves because of that Degrassi episode.
That's fucked.
Where they saw it. And I'm not saying they did it to be cool. I think one of them was just like, oh, I didn't even know that was an option. I'm going to try that.
Yeah.
And genuinely was a person who cut to feel something.
Yeah.
She's not with us anymore.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, Degrassi, your ass is mine next time I see you.
Yeah.
Dude. You
Yeah.
ruined somebody's life.
Yeah.
there's other shit-
It's
there's
wild
shit
how
like
that
that
shit
for
really
me.
does have an effect on the youth.
Yeah, I can't. What's
Yeah.
the fucking movie I watched, man? There was a movie I watched like a couple weeks into doing heroin.
Transpotting?
It wasn't Trainspotting, and it wasn't Requiem. It was
The Doors?
It was like a Netflix something or other. But the dude was a heroin addict, and he was plowing Kristen Ritter.
God,
in the movie.
I have had an insane obsession with Kristen Ritter for so
And
long, dude.
He
Still
lives
do.
a
I
crazy
love her.
life. He tries to kill himself in the beginning of the movie. It doesn't work, and then he steals his dad's car, and they drive up to
Jeez.
Kristen Ritter's friend's house, who is like a rich rock star.
Elizabethtown.
It's not Elizabethtown. That's a fucking great movie, dude.
She's one that I would probably have a panic attack if I met, I think I would probably geek out the most over is Kristen Ritter.
See, I'm not enough of a Ritter fan. I've tried to think about who I would geek out over.
I think
still.
she's one that I would have a hard time not being a dork in front of.
Let me think. I mean, I was reasonably geeked meeting like Jade from AFI.
I would
and the
geek out
times
over
I've
Brad
met those
Pitt,
guys.
I think.
Yeah, like if it was a big star who's like,
Yeah.
oh, what are the odds I'd even ever be in the same room?
Yeah,
as
what
this person?
it's got to be slim to none. But I think if I was stumbled into a restaurant and I seen Brad Pitt, I'm gonna have a hard time not being a fucking dumbass.
Yeah, Brad Pitt would be a difficult one, or like a
Yeah.
George Clooney, or any of
yeah.
these big dogs.
Tom
I would.
Cruise
I'm not
even.
saying I wouldn't embarrass myself. I'm just saying I wouldn't be like
My
froze
heart
up.
would race a little bit.
Yeah,
I'd get a little palpitation if Tom Cruise walked in and got a slice of pie at the
that's another big like,
counter I'm sitting at. Yeah, who wouldn't?
That's the last of that era of movie stars that were like
I'd
private,
venture to say, even though
mysterious.
he's a weirdo, we were talking about him earlier, I'd probably freak out if I seen Mel Gibson walking down the street. I'd probably say, holy shit, that's Mel Gibson.
Yeah, that'd be a weird one to
Yeah.
see.
I would be like, what do you do?
'Cause
I don't want
these
to talk to him
people
because he's scary.
Don't go in public.
Yeah.
So it would be weird
Yeah.
to see him, you know.
If
what
you
I
was
mean?
at a fucking a swap meet or a bazaar, dude, and Mel Gibson standing beside you, gritting his teeth,
yeah,
you know,
dude.
doing that, yeah,
trying to
I
get
would, yeah, I would weird out. I'd be
Yeah.
like, bro, take a cigarette, dude, and shut
Weird
up.
Al Yankovic, dude.
Dude, I would fucking,
Yeah.
I'd piss myself if I met Weird Al.
Yeah, he's one of the last like wholesome
Yeah,
celebrities.
Yeah.
He's going on a fucking 100-city U.S.
I thought you were
tour.
going to say a fast. I was going to, he's going to die at that age.
We should go see him.
We should, yeah.
I want to go
Absolutely.
see him and Dewey Cox next year.
Dewey Cox would be fucking, dude, John C. Reilly would fucking freak
Yeah,
me
that'd
out,
be
dude.
crazy, dude.
That'd be nuts, dude.
He also seems like
that'd
a
be-
cool guy.
Yeah, he's
Like,
got to
he
be,
seems like
dude.
chill, you know what I
Dude,
mean?
meeting the NYU film student that walked Bob Dylan on stage
Yeah.
in 1975 would freak me out, bro.
That would be kind of crazy.
What are you doing in the park?
You gotta be.
Why are you're disrupting everybody because you don't have any kind of creativity. You have no creativity. You got no talent, no creativity. I walked Bob Dylan on stage in 1975. You're not an artist. You're a piece of fucking shit.
I love that guy.
Yeah.
You know,
he's the first person to levitate.
He turned out to actually be chill.
Yeah, he's the first person to ever levitate.
Yeah, I heard that
He
too.
could levitate off the ground about 2 feet.
And
off
a
the
buddy
ground.
of his went on the Adam Friedland show like a year or two ago.
Yeah, I know. Watched it.
And they're lip, dude.
He's cool, yeah.
They're like, J.K. Rowling is a fucking dumb bitch.
Yeah, who would have thought the film school graduate from NYU turned out to be all right, man.
Yeah, he was cool,
I wonder
man.
if he was there when G.G. Allen come in and shoved the banana up his ass.
He was probably helped him, dude. He probably lubed up.
Well,
the
no,
banana.
probably not, because if he walked Bob Dylan on stage in 1975, it begs the question when he went to NYU, and I think Todd Phillips was there in like 1989.
Yeah, late 80s, early
92
90s,
or whatever,
yeah. Different era completely.
But I'm going to get cool points with somebody that listens to this and says, damn, dude, Joey does kind of know some shit.
You know a couple things, dude. You know about NYU. You know about Bob Dylan. That's all pretty cool, dude.
I'm all right, dude. Well, let's get an update of the game before we
One
wrap
day
shit
we're gonna
up.
go on like a celebrity like trivia show, dude.
Yeah,
and we're gonna crush.
Yeah.
No, you got about two to 3 more minutes.
No, because we still have shit to talk about before we wrap it up. I just wanted to
we got a
think.
rolling.
So
start.
it's right now we're just at the start of the second quarter. Pittsburgh's still up 7-0, so that's not bad. We got a nice division. We got a nice defense going on here.
What day is today? The 16th?
Yeah, today's Thursday the 16th. Yeah, that's a scary movie, dude. Thursday the 16th. Dude. It's about this fucking dumbass named Mason, and he's wearing a fucking hockey goalie mask, and he's hacking up people.
Finger
Anyways,
blasting
dude, you
people's
got anything you
asses.
want to add to the show tonight, man? Anything you want to plug? Anything you want to talk
Finish
about?
your update on the score.
This is the update. 7-0 still, dude.
Nah, man, something better than that has to have happened.
No, it's literally nothing has
That
happened
pisses
at
me
all.
off.
Yeah. It's a defensive
no, I
stalemate.
think this comes out the week of Halloween, the 27th.
Halloween.
And then the episode we record after this will be our Halloween episode.
Yeah.
So, that we release on
And we're going to talk about all things spoopy. We're going to be releasing that episode on Halloween Day. It's going to be our scariest episode today. We're going to talk about witchcraft, witch trials, real demons, horror movies, murderers, everything, dude. It's going to be the weirdest,
100%.
scariest episode we've ever filmed. So
we might watch a horror movie before we
And
film
we
it.
might, dude. We might.
And we
We'll
might.
figure something out, dude.
But yeah,
it's going to be a good one.
I guess this comes out on the 27th. I'm 36 now. I'm 36 years old, so
Yeah.
I got, I'll probably be crucified this year. That's my understanding of what happens to 36-year-olds.
And I'll bring you back in 3 days.
Hell yeah.
And we're going to start a band called 3 Days Grace.
Oh, man. And you know what? It all adds up now. 3 Doors Down, 3 Days Grace, Third Eye Blind. They're all talking about the Holy Trinity.
Yeah, 311.
311, dude. Damn, man. Golly.
Alkaline Trio.
Bam.
Damn.
182.
Dixie Chicks.
Damn. Well, 182 is 11. 1 plus 1 is 2.
Well, I think that the 1 plus 8 plus 2 is 11. There's 3 members of the band, so Blink-182 really was 311 if you think about it. Yeah. Sorry about that, man.
So coming up November 29th, we're on 2 shows back-to-back at the Comet in Northside in Cincinnati. Please come on out to that. It's going to be sick. I'm gonna
Opening
put
up for the
ticket
guard
links.
dog, baby. Sean Gardini.
Ticket links in the episode. Yeah, that's going to be sick.
It's going to be
man.
sick as fuck, dude.
Yeah, I'm going to start putting ticket links in this episode moving forward up to that show. There's an early show at 7 and a late show at 9:30. He's on the early show. I'm on the late show. He's opening up for Sean Gardini. I'm opening up for Wayne Mimit. Pretty cool, man. I was watching Matt and Shane's Secret podcast last night, watching it on YouTube, and they always let Sean and Lemaire do their dates, and Sean dropped it, to hear Sean be like, hey, I'm in Cincinnati at the Comet.
Yeah, pretty cool.
And knowing we're on that show, pretty cool, dude.
Yeah,
pretty fun.
that's a highlight, yeah.
But that's going to be an 18 comic 3-4 hour experience. The Comet's food is phenomenal. It's
Best
a good time.
burrito in Cincinnati, baby. I swear on it.
Come hang
On
out.
God.
On God, baby.
On
And that's
God.
on skin. That's
On
on
skin,
blood.
yeah.
That's up my ass. But yeah, that's gonna be a sick show, man. You guys come out to that. It's gonna be fun.
Super stoked.
We're working on more shit. We got the live show coming in January. Line up for that's gonna be dropping soon.
Yeah.
You got anything else for him?
I got nothing, buddy.
Suck it sideways, man.
Yep, this place sucks.
Love you guys.
Hoo day.